this side Arohi from Pifo Technologies IT Park Mohali. In my today's lecture, I'll discuss about K nearest neighbor, KNN algorithm. So using KNN algorithm, we predict unknown values by matching them with the most similar known values. For example, if apple looks more similar to pear or orange fruit than cat or rat animals, then apple is more similar to fruit, then we can categorize it as a fruit. So KNN algorithm work by using a simple approach to perform classification. When we give test data point, the KNN algorithm looks at entire training data and find the K training examples which are closest to this data point, test data point. Then KNN assign the most common class label to that test example. So let's see this first figure. So we have data over here. That data belongs to two different classes. Now our task is that this new data point, this star, this is a new data point. Now this star belongs to which particular class? Class A or class B? So this is what we need to predict. So to start the prediction, we need to find the distance of this new point with every data point. Means we'll find the distance of this and this data point, and then this and this, in this and this. In the same way, we'll find the distance of this new data point with all the data points of both the classes, and with and the finally what will be checking? We'll check the least distance. Means this new data point have least distance with what all data points, and on the basis of the majority of data points we'll assign it one class. See, while using KNN, we need to tell our algorithm that how many nearest neighbors need to check. Let me show you with an example. See over here, k is equal to 3. K means how many nearest neighbors. See, algorithm name is KNN. K means we need to define the value of K, and this value simply means we want to know the 3 nearest neighbor. And if over here let's suppose the value is 5, that simply means we want to find 5 nearest neighbors. And how we can find the 5 nearest neighbors? By calculating the distance, and the distance which will be calculating, the formula will be Euclidean distance. That Euclidean distance formula I'll be discussing in few more seconds. So over here value is equal to k is equal to 3. So after calculating the distance of this new point with all the data points, we get one blue and two orange points which are more closer to this star data point. So here the majority is of orange color, right? Orange data points. So we can finally say this new data point belongs to class B, right? Now let's change the value of K and see the result again. So over here I'm writing k is equal to 6, means I want to check 6 nearest neighbors, and for that we'll be calculating the distance again of this new data point with all the data points, right? And after calculating the distance, so these are the 6 points which are closer to this new data point. So over here we can see the 4 blue points and 2 orange points are here, and the majority is of blue points over here. So over here we can say that new data point belongs to the blue, this new data point belongs to the class A, right? Now let me show you how to calculate Euclidean distance. Over here I've discussed, right, calculating the distance. Now let me show you the formula of Euclidean distance. I'm explaining you the formula of Euclidean distance by using this short example, very small example. So over here we have data of 3 customers, right? Customer 1, and we have weight and age of all these 3 customers, and the task is to find the similarity between 2 customers. Means we need to tell whether customer 1 and customer 2 are similar, or customer 2 and 3 is similar, or customer 3 or 1 is more similar. So for that, so this is the formula of Euclidean distance. So first of all, I'm finding the similarity of customer 1 and customer 2. Alright, so over here square root, and then 72, what is 72? Weight of second customer minus 68. 68 is the weight of first customer whole square plus age of second customer minus age of first customer whole square. And this is the value which I get, means the distance between customer 1 and customer 2 is 44.9. In the same way, by using the same formula, we can find the distance for customer 2 and customer 3 and customer 3 and customer 1. And these are the values, these are the distances of all the customers. Now, over here 32.14 is the minimum value if I compare with the other two values. So less value means less distance means more similarity, right? So this is how we can use this Euclidean distance formula. So this is a formula which k nearest neighbor is using internally to find the distance between the items. So now let's see the practical example. So over here, the dataset which I'm using is fruit dataset.csv. This is a small dataset. So this is, this example is just to make you understand the concept of KNN, clear the concept of KNN. So I'm using a small dataset only. So I'm reading a dataset by using pd.readcsv, and this is the dataset. And these are the columns which this dataset have: fruit label, fruit name, mass, width, height, and color. Over here, what is our dependent variable? We want to find the fruit label on the basis of mass, width, height, and color. See, I have performed label encoding on fruit label. So because we know that when our algorithm don't understand alphabets, it understand numbers. So we need to perform this label encoding on this fruit name column, right? So I have performed label encoding on it and I've stored the result in a separate column. So instead of using this column, this is the label encoded column of this data only. So apple is encoded as 1, mandarin is encoded as 2. In the same way, other fruits get encoded in some other numeric value, right? So our independent variable over here is mass, width, height, and color score. On the basis of these things, we want to predict whether the fruit is apple, mandarin, orange, lemon, what that fruit is, right? So df.shape, it is just telling us how many rows and columns in this data set. So we have 6 columns, 6 features, and 59 total number of rows are there. So I'm dividing the data into x and y. So in x variable, what all columns I'm having? Mass, width, and height, right? So I'm not using this color score column because I feel like this column is not that much important, right? Because when fruit get ripe, color would be different, and when fruit is raw, color would be different. So according to me, this column is not that much useful for us. So mass, width, and height, I'm using these 3 columns as an independent variable and fruit label column as a dependent variable. So this is the data in x and this is the data in y. So you can see I have printed the value of x. These are the values in x, mass, width, and height, and these are the values in y, 1, 2, and these are the encoded numbers for fruit names, right? Now let's divide our data into train and test. So x train, x test, y train, and y test, I'm using train test split, and I've used 20% data for testing and remaining 80% data for training. So this is how it looks. We have 47 records for training and 12 records for testing. Now let's apply algorithm on it, k nearest neighbor. So KNN variable, I have created one variable KNN, and in this I'm calling this KNN classifier, K neighbor classifier. This algorithm I have imported above. Go above and you can see over here. See over here. from sklearn.neighbors import kneighbors classifier. So I have imported this algorithm, and then over here I'm using it. So as I've told you, like we need to tell like how many nearest neighbors we want to find. So over here I'm saying find 5 closest neighbor and then check the majority, and on the basis of that majority, whenever we'll give new data point, assign that data point a correct class on the basis of the majority, right? This is what I'm doing. I'm fitting X-train and Y-train data to our algorithm so that it can learn from that data. And after that, on test data, which is in X test, I'm performing the prediction, right? So we were having 12 records in X test. So that's why we got 12 predictions, that 12 predicted values. Like first test record belongs to fruit which was encoded as 3, and this was to 1. So this is how it works. Now this, till now we have solved, we have a data set and we have divided our data into train and test and we have worked on it. So now let's do one thing, let's give new data to our algorithm and see the prediction. So I have one variable prediction1. In this I'm calling knn.predict, and I'm giving x, this mass, width and height. This is a never seen data, this is a new input to our algorithm, and then I'm performing a prediction. So what it is telling us, that it belongs to the fruit which was encoded as 4. The fruit which was encoded as 4 is lemon, right? We can understand this thing. See, these are the new points which we have given, and on this new data our algorithm given us the prediction. So now just to check our algorithm, let's give one more never seen data, unseen data. So again, I have created one more variable with the name of prediction2, and again I'm using knn.predict, and this is mass, height, width and height, and then I printed this prediction. Now it is giving output as 3. 3 is orange. So you can see here, when mass is 100, fruit was lemon, and when mass is more, obviously the mass of orange would be more than this lemon, so this is giving us a different output. So this is how KNN algorithm works. Thank you.